Author is responsible for best-selling novels like The Secret Life of Bees and The Mermaid Chair. Her latest novel, The Invention of Wings, promises to be just as successful. So please welcome live Sue Monk-Kidd. Good morning, Sue.
Hello.
You know, Sue, I think the thing, when I was reading all the press releases and everything and kind of getting ready for this interview, one of the things I found interesting is that you come up with the title of the book first.
Well, I like to do that if I possibly can, because it gives me something to focus on for the story. It gives me a direction. And I love the imagery that I can then weave into the story of wings and flight and freedom.
And that's the invention of wings made me, before I even knew what the book was about, that freedom had to be in there somewhere. So I just thought that was fascinating. I always thought that probably an author writes the book and then goes and finds a phrase and puts, you know, makes that the title of the book. But you have written, it's a historical novel in that it is based on the life of one woman. And then you added in the housemaid, what's her name? I just lost track of it.
Hetty.
Hetty, that's right. And so, why did you decide to pick this woman? Grimke?
Grimke. Her name is Sarah Grimke, and she is a historical figure that has somehow gotten lost in American history. And I wanted to maybe help us rediscover her a little bit. But I discovered her myself only in 2007 when I was at the Brooklyn Museum, and I saw her name along with her sisters on the heritage panels at the Judy Chicago exhibit. And these two women, these sisters, were from Charleston, South Carolina, where I was living, and I didn't know of them. I had never heard of them. And that just seemed wrong, you know? So I began to research and read, and I could not believe their amazing lives, and I was captivated by them. I just fell in love with these sisters and what they accomplished. I guess I should say Sarah became the first female abolition agent in America. Yes. From the South, and her sister Angelina with her. And they were women's rights pioneers. So they, you know, these were, you know, that saying that well-behaved women don't make history. Well, these women were not well-behaved, and they made a lot of history.
And they did make a lot of history, and I'll tell you, it's a riveting book. The blending of the two lives of these women, and one you said was enslaved by her body, but the other one was somewhat enslaved by her own mind. So it's about freedom in both cases. And I want to say to you, Miss TCU graduate of 1970, whenever your books come out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, we rush to buy them. You can pick up a copy of Sue Monk-Kidd's newest novel, The Invention of Wings, wherever you buy your books. But keep an eye on our Facebook page, because we'll be giving away a free copy there. Facebook.com/thebroadcasttv. Next, get ready for some laughs as the cast members from the hilarious parody 50 Shades, the musical Stop, Don't Go Away.